Ever feel like you're juggling 100 things at once? And if you drop one, everything comes crashing down, right? Well, self-care is like hitting a pause button on that juggling act. It gives you a moment, or maybe even lots of moments, to breathe, recharge, and pick up those balls, or plates, or pins, or whatever you like to juggle, with a little more grace. In this video, we're talking about unlocking balance, joy, and better overall health with 7 essential self-care tips. And guess what? This is not just about you.
It's not about you!
When is it ever? It's also specifically about being a better parent too. Plus, at the end, we'll do a big reality check for you with 2 bonus tips that just had to be set apart because they're game changers. So let's go. Oh, and there was just too much good stuff to put in one video. So we've prepared a freebie with all the tips plus links to resources and tools that you can use to define, design, and start your self-care rhythm today. It's in the description if you want to check it out. And hey, if you're watching this while you're hiding from your kids in the bathroom, it's okay. No judgment here. You deserve this time. So now, let's go. Hi, I'm Zoe.
And I'm Joey, and around here we're all about family functionality.
The world is just too busy these days, vying for all of our attention, our energy, and our time.
So in this channel, we're bringing you tools, ideas, and resources to help you find your family flow. Today, we're just out here enjoying some self-care time.
But talking about self-care, mosquitoes are out here actually taking care of themselves on our account. Why don't I just go back inside and we'll get started?
Sounds like a splendid idea.
Constant exhaustion, overwhelm, increased irritability, lack of patience.
Can you give me some Pepto?
No, this is not a Meds commercial. But you might recognize a few of these though, or maybe all of them. They are signs that you need to prioritize your self-care more in your parenting. Self-care is something that every parent desperately needs, but is often overlooked. So if you're feeling drained all the time, even after a good night's sleep, snapping at your kids and partner more than usual, let's be real. Finding it a little hard to stay calm during minor mishaps, skipping meals, oh shoot, I haven't eaten today, not exercising consistently, who does? Or not even wanting to do things that you normally enjoy, and just everything feels like it's too much and you're struggling to keep up. If you're nodding along, even if it's just in your head, it's definitely time to start prioritizing self-care in your life so you can bring more balance and joy into your life and become a better parent. Because let's face it, parenting is hard enough without feeling like you're running on empty all the time. And here are 7 tips that you can choose from to start designing your ideal self-care routine and have just what you need to recharge and rediscover the joy in parenting. Tip number 1, you might be thinking, but Zoe, I don't have time. Trust me, I get it. Darn mosquito. But here's a little secret, which is not so secret. You have to create the time. Yes, I know, it sounds as cheesy as a dad joke.
Hey, I resent that.
But it's true. As a parent, you are too important to neglect yourself. Wake up 10 to 15 minutes early to enjoy a cup of tea or take a 15-minute walk after dinner. These small pockets of time can make a huge difference. Think of finding those 10-15 minutes like finding that last piece of chocolate that you hid in the fridge from the kids. Pure bliss. It's dark chocolate and just as essential, just like those moments of self-care should be. Start with those tiny moments and you'll find that they'll add up to a lot more joy and balance in your life. So go ahead, claim those moments because you've earned them. Tip 2, okay, movement. I'm specifically working on adding this one to my rhythm. And no, I'm not talking about training for a marathon here, unless that's, your thing. I'm talking about fun, easy ways to get your body moving. Oh, it's gotta be fun. I know, I said that. Or it's just not gonna stick. I know. That's what I'm telling them. A quick yoga session, a brisk stroll up and down the street, or even just stretching and some wall Pilates. They look interesting. All while you're watching TV. You don't have to be a fitness guru. Just shake it like no one's watching. Even if your kids are watching, they'll love it. Well, inside they will. Deep inside. Setting a family culture of moving your body not only boosts your energy levels, but also sets a great example for the kids. So let's get moving and have some fun with it. Next is prioritizing sleep. Sleep. I know it can feel like a luxury during some of our hot parenting seasons, but come on, it's sleep. That guy gets it. Try to set a regular bedtime for yourself and your family and create a calming pre-sleep routine. We've included one in the freebie for you, and there's also one in the family functionality kit that we're rolling out soon or already out. So you can check that out in the description if you want. That might mean turning off screens 1 hour before bed. Shut your mouth. And also reading a book instead of scrolling through your phone. Shut your mouth. We gotta treat nighttime blue light as a vampire does to sunlight. And instead, you put your phone on charge. You need to recharge too. You'll handle those toddler tantrums or teenage dramas with way more grace if you get your sleep. So make sleep a priority. Your future well-rested self will thank you for it. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. God bless you. Tip 4. Let's talk food. I'm always working on this one. It's a sneaky one. Eating well doesn't mean you have to go on a strict diet or give up your favorite treats. It's about balance, right? Let's be real. We gotta aim for the moon on this one. It's that non-astronomically correct saying, if you shoot for the moon, if you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. That counts here. I mean, in this country, we have to dodge like 4 Chick-fil-A's on the way to our own bathroom. Oh, now I want Chick-fil-A. Is it Sunday? You know the drill. Incorporate more fruits and vegetables, grains and nuts into all of your meals. And this is a great one to get the kids involved into, when it's not your own private self-care time, of course. Making healthy eating fun can help you stick to it and teach your kids good habits too. So let's aim for that balance and enjoy our meals. Tip 5. Now let's get a little bit zen with mindfulness and relaxation here. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for an hour a day or anything, unless you want to. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed, or spending 5 minutes a day practicing gratitude. Bonus tip. This is a great place to do those little breath prayers too. Picture this. You, quiet room, and no one asking for snacks. Bliss. Am I right? Even just a few moments of peace can help you stay calm and collected and focused in the next hours of your parenting day. So the next time that you're feeling the chaos of parenting, take a deep breath, find a quiet corner, and just be with the Lord. Yeah, and keep an eye out right after those because he works wonders with that. Start to recognize how he communicates with you. He knows you so well because he loves you. Tip 6. Get in community and connect with others. God's design was always for us to live in community. In the old days, people were born and often lived in their communities for their whole lives. They knew their neighbors, they borrowed cups of sugar and eggs, and talked over the fence while hanging up their laundry to dry. But these days, that beautiful old-fashioned setting of our homes has all but vanished for most of us here in America. We find ourselves fending for ourselves, compromising our ideals, until eventually we're exhausted, wanting to give up, and wondering where God has gone. Isolation, the enemy's weapon for family destruction. So ultimately, self-care also means connecting with good, godly people. So call a friend, join a parenting group, and schedule regular date nights with your spouse. Having good, godly people, GGPs, and each other as a support system makes the tough days easier, and the good days even better. More on this one. This is a big deal. Remember, having a good, godly friend over for tea time? Tea? What are we here, in the Queen's Palace? Oh, England. Duh. I mean, coffee time. Having a good friend over for coffee time can be just as therapeutic as a spa day. So make it a point to connect with others. You have more opportunities to laugh, and laughter is good for the soul and makes the parenting journey a lot more enjoyable. Tip 7. Okay, you know journaling just had to make the list. Broken record, right? There's something therapeutic that is beyond understanding about writing your thoughts down consistently. It's just a fantastic way to process what's in your head, reflect on your day, and set your intentions. You just gotta do it. You don't need to write a novel. Just a few sentences can make a big difference. It's about getting what's in your head out of your head, so your head can be clear and calmer and more flowy. Consider bullet journaling. It's like having a conversation with yourself without interruptions. And it's cheaper than therapy. Your future self will thank you for the stronger faith. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Especially after you go back and read over those tough entries and come to find God's hand and how he was at play within it. You may have just missed it in the season, but looking back, huge. And this is one of my favorite tools for journaling. I'll link a little video on it. It is one of the best tools for processing your thoughts and keeping everything clean and focused while you're actually working. Whether it's journaling or brainstorming or planning or drawing or living when the kids don't take it away from me. Okay, bonus tip. Talking about therapy. Woo! Big self-care tip here. I think we all can agree that we live in a fallen world. If you've been alive for more than 24 hours, you probably already have some things to work through. I mean, the birthing process, Connect with good, godly people in your life, those GGPs. Find a solid, experienced counselor referral from them, one that can help you do that hard work within yourself that you've been putting off all these years. Therapy isn't just for when things are tough. It's a proactive way to keep yourself mentally and emotionally strong and healthy. So don't shy away from seeking help when you need it. It's one of the best investments that you can make in yourself and your family. But remember, get a good, godly counselor. But Zoe, how do we actually get started? Here's a reality check on all this. You must assess your own specifics. What do I mean by that? Your specific current situation and your personality. Because this is a serious note here. We are not doctors, of course. But if you're feeling symptoms like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the situation may need a higher urgency movement here. Your nerves could be shot, and 10 to 15 minutes of self-care may not cut it. As a couple, you may need to assess the situation together. Be honest and open with each other, isolate the culprits of this, and adjust your lifestyles, even if it's just temporarily, to get back to a healthy emotional state. Joey and I will chat a little bit about that during Jiving with Joey. The reality is here. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. And putting yourself in a great place to hear from the Lord and being refreshed by Him is going to be the best scenario. There are so many ways to customize your own self-care routine. The main idea is to prioritize self-care, define it based on what wholesome activities actually fill your tank, schedule it, and do it consistently. Now for bonus tip 2, it's about a husband and wife supporting each other in their self-care needs. But this one is just too big to sneak into the back end of this video. So we've made it into a whole video of its own. So you might want to catch that next. Because when a husband and wife support each other, it makes any journey you're on even sweeter. Keep prioritizing yourselves, keep trying, and find your family flow. Bye.